Here we are then, people. Sunday is the massive game between Nigeria and DR Congo to see which African nation will represent the CAF Federation at the Intercontinental Playoffs. I mean, two amazing stories, two teams that have gone through incredible roller coasters, I would say, the last 5 years. DR Congo have kind of been building upon this situation. The football back in the day was terrible. Desabre comes into the national team, and you just see this evolution of Congolese football emerging more and more. And now you've seen a lot of the dual nats representing the national team, which is a beautiful sight. You've seen the Wan-Bissakas, the Twanzebes, the Kayembes, and all of these guys. It's such a beautiful moment for Congolese football. And everything has gone to this point here. They did so well at the last AFCON, getting to the semifinals, narrowly losing to Ivory Coast in the semifinal game, and now they're only 90 minutes away and 2 games away from returning to the World Cup. And I have to say they are probably one of the most strongest teams right now in the continent. And if you look at the way they played against Cameroon, they're not the flashiest of teams. They're not a very good attacking side at the moment. I think that's down to missing Johan Visa, which is huge miss. But, you have other players step up, like a Bogonda. Or then obviously other players coming into off the bench, like Mayele or Mokau. But they're kind of struggling just a tad bit with the goal scoring aspect. And they don't really know how to chance create. They look really dangerous from the set piece. Other than that, it's kind of been a bit of a struggle attacking-wise to see how they're going to combine the play. Kayembe wants to put in a cross, but it's only Bakambu who's inside the box, who's a little bit of a threat. Everything else, it's a bit like, okay, we got to combine the play. There's got to be a moment of magic from a Bokonda, from obviously Bakambu or Sadiki or one of these guys. So for Congo, if they want to win this game against Nigeria, it's really about being defensively solid, which right now they are. I mean, Mbemba, Twanzebe, Kayembe, and Wan-Bissaka, chef's kiss right there, man. Prime meal on how to just defend, right? If you want to defend as a unit or you want to defend in one-on-one situations, watch the Congolese defenders because these guys are elite. In my opinion, just so good at reading the game, knowing when to go into a tackle, how to defend as a unit, defensive structure, and obviously that's from the captain, the chancellor, the leader, the everything of this Congolese team. That's Chancellor Mbembe. I mean, the goal he scored defensively. How long was he? He was on a yellow card for a majority of that game against Cameroon, yet didn't get a second yellow, scored the winning goal, and the guy has just been elite for Congo for the last couple of years. Absolutely elite. The level he shows is just unbelievable. He's up there with the Koulibaly for his performances the last couple of years when it comes to the African continent, because I'm just amazed at how he's able to still be at this level, even though he was basically frozen out at Marseille, but yet he wants to do it for Congo, and he's a special leader. And as long as you have that player on your team, you're good if you're Congo. Now, their midfield needs to do a little bit better with, actually driving with the ball, trying to combine the play. They're very good off the ball work. They can press well, but Congo need to be better on the ball, especially going up against Nigeria. And obviously the attack will be the big question mark. Can they just win the game 1-0 again? Can they be dangerous in the set piece? Time will tell. And then we got the Super Eagles, who really had a chaotic game against Gabon. And for the Super Eagles, the last, let's say since September, it's been some chaotic games. 1-1 South Africa, the 2-1 against Lesotho, even though they could have really bottled it at the end with the crazy Noah Bali mistake where almost Lesotho scored the goal. And then they win the game against Benin 4-0. And then yesterday, they win 4-1 against Gabon, even though Victor Osimhen missed a lot of good chances. But I will say this, even though I've been very critical on the Super Eagles the last couple of years, especially at the last AFCON, because I was like, this is not Nigerian football. I don't know what I'm watching here. This is atrocious. But the Super Eagles are getting better under Eric Chalet. Eric Chalet is bringing back that sort of magical football I grew up watching from Nigeria. Combine the play, have that dangerous guy up front like a Victor Osimhen, but then you're seeing the emergence of an Adams. Adamola Lookman should be doing better. Iwobi kind of being that workhorse in the midfield, very calm under pressure, and then 2 center backs who right now, I mean, Frederick and Calvin Bassey stand up. If Frederick is dropped for the next game, Eric Chalet, you need to go to The Hague and be trialed. Because Frederick is a massive upgrade on Troost-Ekong and Ajayi. I think Ajayi's been doing well, but the performances that Frederick has been putting up recently for Nigeria, oh my God, this guy is a gem. Absolute gem. He complements Bassey so well. Both are calm under pressure. Both can have an ability to find a pass. We saw Frederick, he read the goal for the third goal for Nigeria, where he gave the assist to Victor Osimhen. Frederick has been outstanding. One of the two liabilities on this team, Noah Bali on possession of the ball. This guy, if you're Eric Chalet, please tell Noah Bali, get rid of the ball under 3 seconds. It's basically a grenade. If you're holding the ball for 3 seconds, it's going to explode. Because Noah Bali is just so lazy on the ball, and he thinks he's like Manuel Neuer. Look, Noah Bali has given confidence to this defense the last couple of years, but my guy, you cannot be this lazy on the ball. A couple of times yesterday against Gabon could have easily gotten a goal from the situation. So if I'm Eric Chalet, I'm telling you, Noah Bali, give the ball to Frederick, give the ball to Bassey, give the ball to Ndidi, give the ball to Iwobi ASAP. You cannot be lazy in possession. But otherwise, I think the Super Eagles are performing really well here, and they're still not getting the best out of Alamal Lukman. Still not. And he was again average, I thought, against Gabon. He still hasn't scored a goal in these qualifiers. Is this the moment where he steps now? Is this the moment where he shows why he won the CAF Player of the Year? Will this be his shining moment? Time will tell. He's going to face a tough task here. Now, where can Congo really hurt Nigeria in this game is Osai Samuel. Olaina, you need to get healthy ASAP, because Osai Samuel is a liability in that right back position. And with the way both fullbacks want to get involved in the attack for Nigeria, you see Saidu kind of push up on the left side, then Lukman and Chukwueze kind of, merge as two number 10s in the midfield. If you're Congo, if you win possession high up the field, or if you win it in the midfield, you just got to go for quick counterattacks here. Now, they do have some quick players with Mbuku, Kayembe, Bogonda, Bakambu, so they have that sort of arsenal within the team du Congo. But also, you're going up against Frederick and Bassey. Gabon were not the greatest defensively. Nigeria, you're going up against Mbemba, Twanzebe, Wan-Bissaka. And that's why I'm kind of thinking for this game, there's not going to be a lot of chances. I don't think Nigeria are going to generate a huge amount of opportunities like they've been doing the last two games, where they've scored 4 goals in each game, because Congo are probably a top 5 defense right now in Africa. And I don't think that's very crazy to say. I think they are still a better defensive team than Nigeria, but Nigeria right now have the firepower. And right now, they still have the best striker, no doubt, in Africa. There's no debate. You saw the best of Osimhen, you saw the worst of Osimhen yesterday, but man, this guy's mental strength is admirable. Every aspiring footballer should look at the mentality that Victor Osimhen has and apply that to their career, and they will have a successful career. Because the mentality he has, terrible 90 minutes, he probably apologized to his teammates, but he said, I'm going to get the goals. I'm going to win us this game. But Osimhen, he rose to the challenge, and I just have to salute him, because I think it's so mesmerizing to see a player do so much for his national team and want to qualify so badly. And Victor Osimhen will drag this team. If he needs to, he will drag them to Mexico, USA, and Canada by any means necessary at this moment in time. But he's got to be more clinical, because you're not going to get that many chances against Congo. I'll tell you that right now. Gabon are a weak defensive team. Benin were pretty good defensively ahead of that game, but Congo, they just got some warriors defensively. So this is going to be a really good battle. I don't know if it's going to be, crazy conditions weather-wise, because the Cameroon-Congo game, the weather, I think, kind of played a part in how the football was played. But it's still like 90 minutes away, maybe 120 minutes away, until you get at least one more game to qualify for the World Cup. That should just be the mentality here, by any means necessary. I mean, I would love to see either team win. I still have to go with my original prediction, where I predicted both of these teams to beat the Gabon and a Cameroon. But like I said in that video, Nigeria, they got Osimhen, and unfortunately for Congo, they don't. If this is how it goes. If Osimhen was Congolese, Congo would win this game. And if Osimhen is Nigerian, which he is, I think Nigeria still win this game. I think they got the momentum. I think they got the belief. I think even though they've had so many noises off the field with all the payments, all the bonuses and all that sort of stuff, you still have to see the players and say they are focused. They are focused on one mission, to return to the World Cup. And I also salute to Adams because I think he's been a really good addition into the starting 11. But I wouldn't be shocked, and this is why we're going to do a watch along here on the channel. I wouldn't be shocked if Congo win same way they did against Cameroon. Set piece from Mbemba, be defensively solid, and then, or they win on penalties. I could see this going either way here, people. It's going to be a very, very cagey affair, very difficult to predict, but I'm still going to go 1-0 for Nigeria. But hey, as African football fans, as me as an African football fan, you as a viewer, as an African football fan, this 90 minutes might be a hate watch for some of you people because you don't want to see Nigeria, or maybe you don't want to see Congo advance to the World Cup. But hey, we will all be there on Sunday night to watch the game. And hopefully you guys join me for the watch along. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Who's going to win the game? Who will advance to the Intercontinental Playoff? And who will score the game-winning goal? Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new out there for more World Cup qualifying content and a lot of AFCON content soon coming here onto the channel. And follow me on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, join the Discord, all those links, description down below. But have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. Till next time, adios.